Hey Sarah, have you ever had one of those dreams that felt so real you weren't sure if you were still dreaming when you woke up?
Oh, absolutely. Just the other night, I dreamt I was flying over a city, and it felt so real. I woke up half expecting to find feathers on my pillow.
Haha, that's amazing. Flying dreams are the best. Do you often remember your dreams?
Sometimes. It depends on how vivid they are. What about you, Alex? Do you remember your dreams?
Occasionally. I had a really funny one last week where I was running a marathon with a bunch of penguins. I have no idea where that came from.
Penguins in a marathon? That's hilarious. Dreams can be so random. I once dreamt I was baking a giant cake for a dinosaur's birthday party.
Haha, that's awesome. Speaking of random dreams, did you know that some people can actually control their dreams? It's called lucid dreaming.
Yes, I've read about that. It's like being the director of your own movie. Have you ever tried it?
I've tried, but it's harder than it sounds. Sometimes I realize I'm dreaming, but then I wake up immediately. It's like my brain gets too excited.
Same here. It's like, oh, I'm dreaming. I can do anything. And then poof, I'm awake. It's so frustrating.
Totally. But when it works, it's incredible. I had a lucid dream once where I visited a medieval castle. It felt like I was in a video game.
That sounds amazing. I think the coolest part about dreams is how they can be influenced by what we're thinking or feeling during the day, like stress dreams about work.
Ugh, yes. The dreaded work nightmare. I've had those too. Nothing like dreaming about missing deadlines to make you wake up in a cold sweat.
Right? Or those classic ones where you're back in school and realize you have a big exam you didn't study for. The anxiety is so real.
Oh, the school exam nightmares. They're the worst. I still get those sometimes, even though I've been out of school for years.
Me too. It's amazing how our brains can conjure up those old fears. But on the flip side, dreams can also be really inspiring. Ever had a dream that gave you a great idea?
Yes. I once dreamed about a unique design for a project I was working on. When I woke up, I sketched it out, and it actually turned out great.
That's fantastic. It's like your brain was working on the problem while you were sleeping. Dreams can be such a creative source.
Absolutely. Speaking of creativity, here's a joke for you. Why don't scientists trust atoms?
Aha, I know this one. Because they make up everything.
Exactly. But seriously, the brain is such a fascinating thing. The way it processes and integrates information, even while we're asleep, is incredible.
Totally agree. And what about nightmares? Do you have any recurring ones?
Occasionally. I used to have this recurring nightmare where I was being chased by a giant spider. Not fun.
Yikes! That sounds terrifying. I have one where I'm falling endlessly. I always wake up with a jolt.
Falling dreams are common, I hear. They say it's your body's way of waking you up when your muscles relax too much during sleep.
Interesting. I guess our bodies are trying to protect us even in our dreams.
Exactly. Here's another joke for you. Why do dreams about math never end?
Why?
Because they're full of problems.
Haha, good one. But seriously, it's amazing how much our dreams reflect our daily lives and thoughts.
Absolutely. They're like a mirror of our subconscious. Have you ever kept a dream journal?
I tried once. It's fascinating to see patterns and themes emerge over time. Plus, it's fun to read back and laugh at the bizarre dreams.
I should try that. It might help me remember more dreams. And who knows, maybe I'll get more design ideas from my dreams.
Definitely worth a shot. And speaking of patterns, have you noticed how certain foods can influence your dreams?
Yes. I once ate a lot of cheese before bed and had the weirdest dreams. They say spicy food can do that too.
I've heard that too. It's interesting how what we eat can impact our sleep and dreams. Maybe I'll experiment with that a bit.
Just don't eat too much cheese before bed, or you might end up dreaming about the dinosaur birthday party again.
Haha, noted. But seriously, dreams and nightmares are such a fascinating topic. They tell us so much about ourselves.
They really do. Here's to more interesting, inspiring, and maybe a bit less terrifying dreams.
Cheers to that, Alex. Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams, Sarah.
You know, talking about dreams makes me wonder about the science behind them. Have you ever looked into why we dream?
A bit. There are so many theories. Some say it's our brain's way of processing information, while others think it's a form of emotional therapy.
I've heard that too. It's like our brain's way of cleaning up and filing away the day's experiences. But then, how do you explain those super weird dreams?
Haha, maybe that's just our brain having a little fun. Or perhaps it's our imagination running wild when there are no rules.
That makes sense. It's kind of like free entertainment while we sleep. And what about nightmares? Do you think they have a purpose?
I think they do. They might help us deal with fears and anxieties in a safe environment. Sort of like a rehearsal for real life.
That's an interesting way to look at it. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that some people dream in black and white?
Really? That's fascinating. I can't imagine not having color in my dreams. It would be like watching an old movie.
Exactly. It's amazing how different our dream experiences can be. And speaking of old movies, have you ever had a dream where you were a character in a movie?
Oh yes, several times. I once dreamt I was Indiana Jones, running from boulders and everything. It was epic.
Haha, that's awesome. I had a dream I was in a musical once. I can't sing to save my life, but in the dream I was amazing.
Dreams really let us be anyone and do anything, don't they? It's like having our own private adventure every night.
Absolutely. And it's fun to share those dreams with friends and laugh about them. Speaking of which, do you have any dream-related jokes up your sleeve?
Oh, let me think. How about this one? Why did the dreamer get a job at the bakery?
Haha, good one. You always have the best jokes. But seriously, it's been great talking about dreams and nightmares. Such an interesting topic.
It really is. Thanks for the chat, Sarah. Sweet dreams tonight.
Sweet dreams to you too, Alex.